Yes, people. Good evening. It's the RETV, and yeah, got to get back on that saddle. Arsenal, Burnley, 3 points is an absolute must. Let's go! Yes, peeps, what's going on? What's going on? We got Gumza and Gunner Lex. How are we doing, guys? We good?
Yes.
I'm good. I had some therapy earlier, so I'm good now, man.
I tell you what, we're not going to dissect that game too much because that was we just didn't get going in that game last night. But listen, it's no better game really than to play Burnley at home. It's going to be tough. Something we're going to have to obviously concentrate and actually do well to get 3 points. Notoriously, Burnley are always tough for us. So look, listen, guys, I want to get straight into this. Gunner Lex.
Yes.
What do we need to do, man? I mean, listen, I think we're going through a little bit of a slump here at the moment. Do we call that like a mini crisis at the moment? We haven't won in a few games.
What we need to do is have more goals than red cards. That's what we need.
That'll be a start. It's true.
If we start that, then we might get somewhere. But boy, yeah, it's not been a good start to January, to be honest. It's not been a good start
to the year. Yeah.
But, yeah. Well, all we can do is just next game win it. That's all we can do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not nice getting out of our last chances of basically winning any silverware, but we just kind of have to go and just challenge for that top four. And you know what? That's a must now. That is
it top four or bust? So what would you consider? Okay, let's go back to the start of the season. What was your expectation start of the season?
I mean,
have they shifted? Basically, has your expectations shifted?
Okay, so my expectations have shifted slightly, but at the same time, of how much we spent and how the season's going and the opportunities that we're having, you know, if you don't take it now, when are you going to take it? You can't keep on saying in 3 years' time, we're still in a process. Do you know what I mean? Last season, we finished what? 8th?
8th, yeah.
And the season before that, we finished 8th.
Yeah.
And we've got no chance of winning silverware. So I'm not, to be honest, like, I'm not hearing anything outside a European spot, to be honest. And top four really it should be. We're Arsenal. Yeah. We're Arsenal. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's funny how times have changed, isn't it? Gumza, it's like, remember top four, everybody was complaining about top four when Wenger coined it. It's like a trophy, all that kind of stuff. And because you know what, when, as you say, when you're used to it and everything, you're bangers and mash and everything. That's what top four was to us. Do you know what I mean? But now top four will come like caviar right now. Do you know what I mean? So, but the thing is, though, listen, aren't we shooting ourselves in the foot with what we're doing right now? Right? Because I have no idea what's going on, but it looks like we've probably got a midfield of Lokonga and Xhaka. That is it.
Xhaka's got a 3-game ban, isn't he? He's got 2 games left.
Huh? I thought it was
straight red is 3 games, isn't it?
I thought it's 2 games.
No, it's
It must
2
be
because
2.
it wasn't for
Yeah.
it's 2 because it wasn't for
Yeah.
violent conduct. Violent
Okay.
conduct
Yeah,
is 3
2.
games.
So he'll still be missing then.
No.
But he's missing the Burnley game, no? Because he missed the
No,
Liverpool
you're right.
game.
You're
and he
right.
missed the
Sorry.
Burnley.
I
Missed the
sorry.
Burnley game.
Yeah, sorry, because he was supposed to miss the Tottenham game and then the Liverpool game.
The Liverpool game, yeah.
Yeah. So wow. Okay, so we got Lokonga again. So
And Odegaard again.
Do you think we'll see much change from the team that we saw last night?
I don't think. I think we'll play exactly the same. I think Odegaard will play centre mid. And to be fair to him, he did well yesterday.
Yeah,
I think he done well yesterday, Odegaard. So I think we'll go with that. Smith Rowe, Martinelli, Saka.
It was poor though. It was poor. We can't even say that they were tired because no way can we say. The only thing I would say is that Tomiyasu looked like he hadn't trained for some time.
But I think they also said Smith Rowe hadn't trained as well. And I think there was like 3 players who barely had any training.
Yeah.
So I think Smith Rowe and someone else just came back from COVID. Tomiyasu literally came back in on the day.
That exonerates those 3. The others?
It's a different ball game, though, isn't it? Burnley to Liverpool's a different ball game. And again, we didn't start badly. We just looked like we couldn't break them down. I think it was us.
They did their
I've seen
homework.
Games where Liverpool absolutely hammer us.
Yeah, Liverpool.
And to me,
Liverpool did their homework, especially on Martinelli. There was times I see there was 3 men around Martinelli, and it was like Klopp knew that he's a danger man. He's the one who kind of him and Saka, they get things going. But listen, you're right. Burnley's a different ball game. Can we afford to drop points in this game?
No.
Nah, I can't afford to drop points.
No.
And sorry, just quickly, G Talks was saying earlier, there was saying came out, we've not won since 2022 started. But then when you actually look at the fixtures, it's 1 game against City, 2 games against Liverpool, and a game against Nottingham Forest. So really and honestly, out of them 3, you only really should be beating Forest. So that one was bad.
Sounds like start of the season again, doesn't it?
That's it. So it's there's not really too much into it. However, there's definitely something with transfer window and Premier League that Arteta doesn't like. So he just needs to get a win in this game. Let's get to, I think, don't know who we got next week, but get a result there. Let the window shut and then focus again on what we're doing. But yeah, we can't. Anything but a win is a bad result in this game. Like, it's got to be 3 points. Like, I think the Premiership's changing a bit. Where sometimes you can have some games where you're not playing well, like maybe play well, drop points, and it's not the end of the world. At the moment, like, I think Tottenham ahead of us with a game in hand. We can't afford to drop points. So almost style can go out the window. Like, I've seen Tottenham win games playing poorly, but now you look at their league position and they're a point ahead of us, a game in hand. So it could be 4 points clear of us. So actually, for as much as we want to look good, the 3 points is the most important now going forward.
Absolutely.
A lot has changed.
Go on, sorry.
I was going to say a lot has changed in a month because what was it? Had we played like Norwich this time last month, beating them, looking, in the top 4, looking handsome, and now we're looking at it and now I'm saying, wow, everyone's catching up. Do you know what I mean? The way that Tottenham won that game the other night, Man United as well.
Yeah, that felt like a loss.
Yeah,
for us,
100%. That did. So,
do you think just on that last goal, Tielemans who gave the ball away? Do you think he was just generally having something may have been in his mind? Maybe a particular transfer to Arsenal and everything or whatever.
I hope so. If it is, if he does want to come out to it,
he did
because he just didn't. He doesn't do that. Well, I haven't seen him give the ball away like that the way he did. But anyway, we move on. Burnley, they're a little bit weaker, we could say. Chris Wood's gone to Newcastle. So that kind of takes away a little bit of the aerial threat in the way that they like to play. They haven't made any new signings, apart from obviously the ones that they made at the start of the season. Where else, guys, can you see where their danger can come from? because I'm struck because. Sorry, go ahead.
If Cornet's fit, he looks like a problem.
Yeah.
Again, he's like a Saint Maximum kind of mold, isn't he? Where he's quick, elusive. Probably don't know what he's gonna do. Like he looks one in place. He probably doesn't know what he's gonna do next, but he comes out of it with the ball. So I think for me, he's like the main threat, apart from obviously the aerial side of things. So corners, set pieces, and we didn't look good defending set pieces against Liverpool yesterday. So that would be a worry of mine.
Did we? It's like they were causing us all kinds of problems. So I'm kind of glad that Chris Wood has actually gone, because he's a problem in the air. Not the most mobile, but causes problems. I mean, Lex, can you see anything? I'm struggling. I'm looking at the Burnley squad, and I'm just trying. Dwight McNeil, could he cause us a problem?
I haven't really watched too much of Burnley this season, but I mean, obviously our weakness at the moment is obviously it will be our midfield, and I say set pieces. So I think that's where we will probably end up struggling a little bit. And I hope our morale hasn't dropped that much after the Liverpool game. And
I just don't want their heads to. Yeah, right. I don't want their heads to be going down or anything. Look, tough games. Listen, I mean, watching Man City and watching Liverpool up close live, actually, seeing them, I realize how good these teams are. They're a different kettle of fish, man. To everything else that's in the Premiership, the way they control the ball, manipulate the opposition players. And the funny thing is that Jota's goal, the second goal, was pretty much like where Xhaka got sent off.
Yeah. Exactly the same.
Same move, and it's the way they manipulate it, where they create that, and it's kind of there's only a few teams that can do that. They're well drilled. They know each other. They know each other's games. They know exactly what pass to play and what player's going to be making a certain run. Now, I'm not saying that Burnley are not going to be well drilled. However, the players to execute certain things are nowhere near the quality of Liverpool, and I'm just thinking anything less than 3 points is going to be like a loss. So let's get to some of the comments. Nigerian Englishman's son wasn't expected. Hey, listen, we like to spring a few surprises here and there. With the game being on Sunday, yeah, we thought, why not? Let's do it on a Friday. And as Gums states, we're spoiling you, Niger's son. Arsenal versus Sean Dyche FC. Listen, to be fair, you know what? He's done well with what he's got to work with in terms of the economic aspect of it. He's done well, so fair play to him. However, I think they're struggling this year, and I think they might be in trouble as well, due obviously with the games that they've actually postponed as well due to COVID. They're going to find it very hard push with their limited squad to fill those quotas, to any kind of like suitable level. I think that it might catch up on them. They're linked with Andy Carroll. He's at Reading, isn't he? Andy Carroll?
Yeah, he's done all right there, to be fair. He scored two worldies against Fulham that got called off.
Yeah.
For offside.
Yes, I saw them.
I'm lucky with that, man.
He's got that in his locker, to be fair.
That's probably the best 2 goals he's ever scored in his career.
Probably, yeah, they were chalked off. When you score a goal like that and they're chalked off, man, it's like, oh, what do you have to do? And obviously, Nigerian Englishman's son knows that you and Reading have some kind of affiliation. He's looking at you at Guna Gumza. Listen, you know what? Let's get straight into it. Gumza, score predictions, mate.
3-0.
Oh,
gone bold.
Okay.
3-0.
Can you tell me why?
Because I'm optimistic. I'm a happy, bubbly person. This is my Tinder profile. I believe in my boys.
Did people swipe left? I
ain't had no luck yet. I'm trying to speak to buzzers now. No luck as yet, boy. I'm gonna go to Bumble, but Now I feel it might just be a little kick up the backside the last couple of games. Again, Nottingham Forest wasn't great. Obviously, we got a good result the first leg against Liverpool, but brought back to earth again.
Yeah.
So I think the boys should have a little bit to prove. There's a lot to play for in the league. So much to play for, and yeah, Burnley a hard opposition, but I just feel, especially if we get a first half goal, and going 1-0, say I think we should then just, do you know what I mean, settle the game. We need to impress Vlahovic as well, so you got to.
Yeah,
do
man.
something to make him
At
wanna
the
come.
moment, he must be thinking, Arsenal who?
It's Adrian's
yeah.
probably saying, "Nah, allow them calls."
Yeah. So, that's our Teta pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lex, what are you saying?
I'm saying probably 1-0. I don't really think we'll score that many goals. I think we might be lacking a little bit in creativity in the midfield, and I think Odegaard will probably play that same kind of position that he did against Liverpool, so where he's kind of dropping back a little bit further deeper. So I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, yeah, probably 1-0. I think we'll get the win, but I'll say 1-0.
Yeah. I reckon 2. I think 2-0. I just think, listen, playing against Liverpool and Man City, as I said, is a different kind of kettle of fish, and they were not only physically taxing, they were both emotionally taxing as well, especially the first leg at Anfield and the game against City as well, with them scoring in the last few seconds. That was kind of like, mentally it was tough. So look, listen, I reckon we'll have a couple of days, warm down, get the muscles ready, and we'll be back on it. It's a shame Partey can't play. But I'm.
Do you think, kind of, you was there? Sorry. Do you think them yellows were harsh? Because I clearly remember Fabinho when he was on the counter attack, just in the back of Saka.
Yes.
And then the second one, I get he's kind of lunged a bit. The first one, like, he's kind of just stood his ground, didn't he? Like, he hasn't done much. Like,
it's hard because it's like, I just don't understand why the Fabinho one wasn't given. I don't get that, especially if you want to be consistent as well throughout the game. I don't know. It just always seems that we get those kind of things.
I think it's a reputation now, because we got so many red cards now. I think the reputation that Arsenal is like, let's book them. But I
don't understand how and why. I mean, how many Xhaka had in those 14?
I think we've had 14. He must have had about
4 or something.
4 or 5 since. Yeah, since Arteta's been, they must have about 4 of them, 3 or 4 of them.
It's not good. I mean, it just reminds me of
Louise would have had a few.
Yeah,
he had a couple.
Just reminds me of when Wenger took charge, and then it all kind of started tightening up. But we had players that could see out, those kind of games though.
When you're winning games, though, do you know what I mean? If you're not winning,
true. It was a leveler when we got a man sent off. That was it. It was just a leveler.
Yeah,
the cheat mode was taken off. But I don't know. I mean, from where I was it was hard to see whether it was a yellow or whatever, but definitely the Fabinho one, because it stopped also a break as well.
Yeah, he's behind him, like
that one. I don't understand why that wasn't a yellow.
To be honest, the second one could have been a red, because I don't know if you guys saw it, because you're probably at the game, but from what it looks like on the TV, the referee was about to take out the red from his back pocket, and then he changed it to a yellow. I don't know if anyone's noticed that. But
I did it. Do you know what? I saw that actually, because I'd left by then. I'd left and I was watching it on the TVs and the club thing. I was thinking I was going back for his.
So he thought, he's going to get sent off anyway. But he looked like he was going to
probably saved him, innit?
Yeah. Because if you look at the replays, I don't know.
That would have been 3 games.
It was quite high. It was over the ankle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was high.
Okay.
And I think Aubameyang's had that once where he got a red card
against Palace,
and it was exactly the same height.
Yeah, I'll be just rules. I get the rules of the rules, but some of it's like interpretation of it's madness to me
They're
because
human at the end of the
there's
day.
a difference between an intent, isn't it? Like and
But
just
how do
missing
you
the
measure
ball.
intent? You can't measure intent, can you?
Yeah.
Yes and no. But do you remember back in the day when Wiltshire used to have a loose touch, and he used to come crashing in? Now his feet might be low or whatever, but you can see the intent. Like if I put my foot out to try and intercept the ball and I miss it, there's no intent behind it. Like my other foot's planted. I'm not moving any momentum. It's like even the tackle on Ronaldo the other day. You could say that's intent, like he stepped on his toe, but the way he's diving around and it's like it's not even it's barely a free
Come on,
kick. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah. No,
it's just
100%.
interpretation, and I've got no issue with not getting a yellow card, but it seems like referees are so quick to throw a yellow at our players sometimes. Like Partey's the first one is just almost not in a body check. He's kind of just left a little there. It's his first tackle. Like you don't need to book him straight away for that. And again, referees don't leave themselves anywhere to move after that because they book so quickly sometimes.
Yeah,
it's like, do you know what I mean? Now you've got nowhere to turn apart from now to just keep getting your yellow card out. Like I think referees do need to manage the game a little better.
100%.
Like it wasn't a spicy game or anything where you're thinking this is going to get out
it wasn't
of hand.
like that.
Nothing malicious in it. So, but yeah, it is what it is, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. Just last thing. This is a big week in the transfer window. Are we expecting anything? Okay, wait a minute. We are expecting something, but do you think we will do something?
I'm hoping. I'm hoping because it's getting to crunch time.
What is now the priority for you both, Gamza?
It depends what striker we get.
Yeah.
But midfielder again, definitely.
Yeah. I think my thing's shifted now to midfielder because we're so light there. It's unbelievable, and it's I'm just thinking, okay, if we get Aubameyang back, it doesn't look like he's going to be going anywhere. Might just have to wait till the summer to get a striker, but we need definitely.
You think Aubameyang will get back in the team? Arteta will let
I think he's got to. Like, do you know what it is? It's for what his crime is. The punishment don't match the crime.
Yeah.
If what's reported is true, he came back late. He might have told a lie, whatever it is. Like,
he's been punished.
You could come back from that. Now, even that, the punishment was too long. He shouldn't have been isolated away from the squad.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
fine,
what I'm saying.
Couple of game ban. That should have been really.
The damage is done already.
That's the half the issue. I think where Arteta's drawn that hard line with him. I think so. Again, even if you said he's not playing, but he's in and around the squad, then you can bring him back when you want. But to isolate him, it now makes it awkward.
I think that's a bit wrong.
And I think, I think you shouldn't have isolated him. I think, maybe the first few days is like actually not in training at the moment. Once that first game was finished, it's like you're back in training. But now you've got to wait for him to pick you.
Now it seems like, right, I've got my opportunity now to do what I want. I get rid of him and freeze him out, and then kind of put him onto. Do you know what I'm saying? It kind of seems like that.
Do you think Arteta's going to allow him back in the squad? If he doesn't,
but he should. But I think he's got. I think he's got to integrate him back into the squad.
Sometimes you've got to bite the bullet.
Yeah.
Like,
do you think he's going to do it though?
I don't know. I really don't know,
I don't think so. Just from what he's done previously, I don't think he will, unless Aubameyang maybe unless he makes Aubameyang make a statement and say, right, you've got to go and do A, B, C, D, and then we can bring you back in. Then that's up to Aubameyang if he chooses to do it or not. But again,
but just going back to getting in the top four, don't you say that we need a midfielder and a striker?
Yeah, we do, but I don't see us getting both. I'm just being the way it's gone now. I just don't see it.
Do you think the other striker situation's a bit like Hassam Aouar, and Partey, where we was just going for Hassam Aouar the whole window. Once we said that's not going to happen, we literally just triggered the clause and got Partey. Yeah. So as much as I'm not hearing anything about strikers, I feel they probably know what it's going to take to get some of the other strikers they want. So I feel it's just a case of we're focusing on this one. If this one doesn't work, then we can pull the trigger on another one.
Yeah. And it might be the case for Isak because Isak's got a minimum fee, but I can't see us spending that big money.
Yeah, his release fee is big though. I think
79.
It's quite big. So I can't imagine. I think it's Calvert-Lewin. I reckon DC.
Oh,
But that's for another stream. That's for another stream next
Yeah, that's
week.
for another stream. I wouldn't be happy with that personally. But yeah, listen, let's crack on with a couple of these comments that have come in, and then we're gonna say arrivederci. So yeah, big dogs, how you doing, bro? I hope you're good. All but Arteta is done, I'm afraid to say. Only way we see Oba is if Arteta gets sacked. And Barbados MUFC, how you doing, bro? Surely top 4 is inevitable now that Arsenal have one game a week, right? Bit of tongue in cheek that there, isn't it? Flipping it, cheeky. Listen, it's going to be tight. There's a lot of good teams in there, and as I say, you know what? How many teams? So you got Chelsea. I put Paul Chelsea into that. You got Chelsea, possibly Leicester, Tottenham, Man U. For 2 places, so that's 4 teams there.
Don't forget West Ham as well.
Sorry, West Ham. Sorry, you got 5 teams for 2 places. Someone's going to be unhappy and left out. We've really got to pull our socks up. Big dogs. I want Watkins. I don't know, man. I just don't think he's
no.
We need another level player. We need
I would take Watkins as the backup. If we was to get Vlahovic and Watkins came in the summer, I wouldn't have any issues with that. I think there's a couple of players on that second level who I'd happily take as a backup option, but he couldn't be
right now. We need someone on
striker going in September.
He's not better than Lacazette. No. So what's the point?
Yeah. Right, guys. I think that literally, I'm done out here, man. I'm done out here. Roll on Sunday, roll on 3 points. Come on, you Gunners. Listen, what I can ask everybody, please, is to like, share, subscribe. There will be an actual competition coming up where you can win a ticket for an Arsenal game coming up. It'd be Club Platinum level ticket where you get like a drink at halftime, all that. You know, you're getting a nice little kind of bar, chill out inside, all that kind of stuff, soak in the atmosphere inside, and then go into the stadium.
Well, can I join in as well? Yeah,
yeah, of course you can. You know, you got to be in it to win it, bro. That's what I got to say. It's a nice competition to win. And we're just trying to find out which game we're going to be doing. Possibly the Brentford game. But yeah, we'll let you know. And like, share, subscribe. Guys, anything more for this game? Nice. Any more? I think we're right. 3 points, that's all it's about. That's all it's about. Guys, I want to thank you. And I guess we'll be on a reaction on Sunday, a few of us. But until then, peace out, people.
Peace.
Thank you very much.